Hi Cancer, this is your January 2021 tarot card reading from Sugar Free. I'm using the Ancient Italian Tarot and this will be a kind of freestyle-y major arcana reading. So let's see what we get. I hope you're doing all right wherever you are. It's dark and cold here in the south of England, but rather lovely, I have to say. There we go. And it's very strange. There are already spring flowers coming out. It's not even January. Bizarre. Anyway, let's see what we can have. What we can see for you for January 2021. Okay. There we go. Right. We've got the Hermit. Is that apt, Cancer? You being a little hermit crab? Snaffled away under your rock. Let's see what else we can see. Okay. Guess not. Okay, that's the Fool. Oh, wow. Wow, Cancer. Really interesting. Interesting combination. Okay, hold on a sec. I'll just get one more for you. Oops. And we can get it going. I tend not to take jumpers or leapers. I tend not to. But if they jump out again, I'll take them. Sorry, I need another shuffle. Okay. No, that wasn't the same one. It ended up on the floor. It's going back in the pack. You don't want to know. You really don't. Okay. I'm so sorry. I need one more. Us tarot card readers, when the shuffle ain't right, it ain't right. Hope you're still with me. Okay, there we go. All right, let's see what we can see now. Okay, we've got the Sun in the reverse. Wow, a bit stoppy-starty. Go, stop, go, stop, go, stop. Okay. And the Hermit is like, oh, I think I'll just stay in my cave. All right. Okay, there's a wish to go forth and discover here. There's a wish to move into the new. But there's a holding back on commitment. Perhaps you don't need to. Right, now listen, for me, the Sun card is the commitment card. It's the card when you've been through nearly the entirety of the tarot cycle and you've made it all the way there. And all you have to do now is get through the judgment bit, which was the one that fell on the floor, and then you're through to the world. Okay, so this is the commitment. This is where you sign up, basically. You sign up to whatever the karmic deal is that you've been working towards through the tarot cycle. It's like a marriage, as we see here. However, it's in the reverse. So we're not signing up. We're not getting married. We're not sealing the deal. We're not signing on the dotted line. So what is this Fool doing in the middle here? The Hermit thinks in this reading, the Hermit thinks that this character, that this movement, that this fresh start is a fool, has an empty head, empty-headedness. And what that's leading towards, what the upshot of this I would say rather ungenerous interpretation of what it would mean to come out of the cave and actually get going with something. This rather ungenerous interpretation of that being simply a foolish thing to do is leading to the fact nothing's actually flipping happening. Nothing's actually happening. Because nothing's happening. Because for some reason or another, the inner voice is telling you, the solitary inner voice is telling you that to move forward into something new would be foolish. And perhaps that any kind of commitment that could come from a new endeavour would just be kind of useless and empty. There's an emptiness here. Yeah, empty-headedness, empty promises. Wow. Very different from the other readings I've been doing. And so, I started at Capricorn. I'm working my way through. Very different energy. Not that that's any concern of yours, but, you might want to look at your rising sign or your moon sign or do a spot of cross-watching. I want to look at this hermit here. Why is his solitary voice telling him that this is empty, that it's of no value, of no consequence? What's happened? What happened to that old dude? Why is he in the cave telling himself there's nothing out there and he just stay in his cave? Right. Sorry, a lot of probably really boring shuffling for you. Hold on a sec. Okay, there we go. Ah. Righty-ho. That's why. That's why. The Tower. Okay. Well, that's what happened. Okay. Something that was thought unassailable wasn't unassailable and was assailed. Okay, the Tower card. Wow. The symbol of power that actually has become a prison. Look, this person who has been flung from this very, very strong structure that could not withstand the act of God that has come to pass on it. That was a prisoner. So this is about, it's a very complex card. There's an awful lot going on in this card, and not just in this depiction of it in the ancient Italian tarot, in the symbolism of this card. Because we can build ourselves a tower in life. We can build ourselves... I'm just getting that ABBA song, Winner Takes It All, where she's singing, I thought I was safe. I was building myself a home and thinking I'd be strong there, but I was a fool playing by the rules. Okay, it became a prison, and it might actually be a sweet release, Cancer, that this bolt of lightning came, but when it came, it was a shock. And in a sense, okay, that prisoner isn't in the prison anymore, but he ain't doing too well either. This is about shock change that no one could have predicted, that no one could have controlled. And how do we recover from that? And what I see is that what we've done in this, sorry, that was in the reverse, wasn't it? So it's in the past. What we've done in this reading reversal is the past for this card. As I said, I freestyle it. What we've done is shut ourselves away in a cave, and we've told ourselves that there is no point in starting anything new. There's no point in working to anything, working towards anything, because whatever we work towards will turn out to be hollow. and even the act of working towards it is a mug's game, a fool's game, because of this. And we're wrong. We're wrong there, Cancer. I've got to tell you, we're wrong. Look at the way these two have got their back to each other. They're both holding a stick. They're both very, very lightly encumbered, almost completely unencumbered. I just want to point out as well, I want to draw your attention to this M on the back, the il matto. Okay, so that's what the M stands for, matto. But what this corresponds to, in my opinion, is something that I read about quite recently, about how back in medieval times, when somebody from the village, because it was pretty much all villages then, when somebody from the village had done something wrong or something stupid, something wrong, had committed some sort of transgression, they were made to have a badge, a special badge sewn to their clothes, and they were sent out to go walkies for like a year or 2 or 5, and they weren't allowed back into the village. That was the punishment. That's what I think this is in this reading. The hermit is punishing themselves for having endured this. But can you not see that this is a sweet release? Because this structure that had been built up and thought so safe had actually become a prison. Let's get one more. And it's wrong to think that this is all foolish. It's out and empty and just meaningless. It's wrong. Okay, I'm going to get one more, and I don't know where it's going. I'm not sure what I'm clarifying, but I want one more. Okay, we've got the moon in the reverse. So there's a sort of murkiness to the moon. All right, listen, I'm just going to channel what I'm getting. Go inside and look for something. I mean, go inside yourself and look for something. Okay, the lobster. The reason the lobster is on this card, and it puzzled me for the longest time until I did some digging, some research into lobsters. The lobster is almost the longest lived, and was thought for a long time to be the longest lived creature in the sea. It has something special in its DNA that means it lives for a very, 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 very long time. And it lives down at the bottom of the sea, and it sheds its shell very slowly and grows a new one very slowly. So it's not a fast moving thing. Here, in this storm of the moon, in this weird tide of the moon, this lobster has sort of surfaced. So this is stuff from the deep past coming up to be cleared, But it's here in the reverse, and it's sitting very... Right, I need another one, because what I've got here is a reversal of both the sun, which is direct light, and the moon, which is borrowed light. So what something is and what something appears to be. Sun is what is, moon is what is appears to be, because it's reflected. It's not direct light. So I need another one. Because it's not enough just to tell you not to be afraid and to not be so harsh on yourself. It's not enough. Okay. Right. Okay. This is the last card of the reading. This thing that happened in the tower here could have happened to anyone. That's the message of the Death card. This entity here visits us all in the end. Okay, I'm trying to hold this nice and straight. It's not personal. No one is passed over by death. And that is the great lesson of this card. That is the nature of the change embodied in card number 13, I Tredici, who comes with his side. And no matter what we have built up, it all goes. You cannot take it with you. But the real message of this, in this reading, is that what happened here, which has seen you like go into your cave and just say, no, the world is just basically full of, you know what? The inner world is full of, you know what? And anyone who wants to sort of go out into it to sort of start anything new is full of, you know what? Empty-headed, won't lead anywhere, just silly dreams because of this. But what this card is telling me, that what happened is not personal. It wasn't your fault. It wasn't anybody's fault. It was a force of nature. And anyone could have gone through it, whatever it is. You know, it's not like the Grim Reaper decides that there are certain individuals who he will never visit. Everyone gets the knock from this bony dude sooner or later. It's not personal. Let yourself off the hook. It's not personal. That's interesting. It did actually turn out to be the same sort of theme of all the other readings. The overriding theme coming up for January is don't take it personally. Okay, anyway, I shall leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that resonates. Please like, please share, please subscribe, please leave a comment if you would like to. And have a wonderful January, and I'll see you again soon for another reading. Namaste.